Everybody wanted to see the Vmax, eh? Well, guess what? Here she is, boys. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A lot of you are not going to like this video. As you can see, there's two sleds in the garage here. I got my F7 in the Ovation, and one's missing, and that's because I sold it, and that's the Vmax. So I know a lot of people are going to hate this, but I got some good news for you that you'll probably like coming up. I'll talk about it after, so just stay tuned to the end of the video. We'll talk about it, and I need your input, but I think it'll make some of you guys happy. But long story short, I sold it because, well, contrary to popular belief, the YouTube channel doesn't make any money. It actually costs me a lot of money to do this. Like, I'm constantly buying machines and parts, and you know, it never ends, and I don't ever really get a return money-wise from YouTube, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not complaining. I do this because I love doing it, and I love making these videos. But the big problem with the Vmax is the machine was so nice that I didn't really want to drive it. Like, super low mileage. You know, I think there's people say there's less than 200 made in 1990, or right around 200. Had no mileage on it. It was immaculate. Like, it's nicer shape than this 04 Firecat that's 14 years newer and has, you know, not much more mileage. So I don't like driving it because if you wreck anything on it, you've ruined the sled. Like, the seat had writing, Yamaha writing on the back. I'd make sure to keep my legs forward when I'm driving it because I didn't want to rub the writing off the seat. It was starting to rub. Little things like that. Like, I just don't want to drive it. So I'd love to keep it and put it like on a shelf or whatever, because that's where it belongs. That sled belongs in a museum, man. It would be a real shame if someone drove it and it got wrecked, but it went to a collector, so I don't think he'll drive it a lot. But my problem is no space. Like, if I had more space, I would keep it and put it on a shelf, but I really don't. I'm kind of limited to two sleds, so I can't have one sled, like let's say the Vmax, that, you know, I won't really be able to give you guys much videos on because I'm not driving it. I'm not doing too much to it. I always have to have a project so I can continue to get videos out for you guys. The F7 is the one for this year, but after that's done, I have no plans on selling this one. So this will be a rider, so I'm going to run out of stuff on that. So I like to have a sled just to have videos on a project. The Ovation was that for last year. I think I'll be putting this up for sale soon once it's done, because it's basically done. And this is where your input is needed, and you can let me know what you think. So now that the Vmax is gone, I need to get another project after I sell the Ovation. And this might sound really stupid, but hear me out. I have two ideas. One idea is I want to get a leaf spring exciter 440. I really like the 1980s. I've been trying to buy one forever since I was younger. I never ended up getting one. I'd like to buy that and put a Vmax 600 twin motor in it, a liquid out of like a pogo stick Vmax, the garbage ones that nobody likes. So that's one option. And then the second option, which I'm leaning towards, and I think you guys will probably like it, is to buy another Vmax 540, but not a super mint one, right? One that's a little more beat up or whatever. I know a guy who's got a handful of them, so it wouldn't be a big deal to get a roller off them. It's not worth a ton of money, right? Mine was worth a ton because it was immaculate, but just to get a normal roller, they're not worth a ton as long as you don't get some of the rare years like 87 to 91. Those are the ones that pull money. Earlier years, that, you know, they're not as valuable. So the second idea is get a Vmax 540 and either put a 600 twin in it out of one of those pogo stick Vmaxes like I was just talking about for the exciter, and run the factory Vmax twin pipes, which I think would be pretty cool. It's a nice, reliable, simple motor, made a little more power than the 540 motor. It's not a finicky time bomb like the 540 motor. Or this is what I'm leaning to, put a Red Edge 700 triple in the thing out of like a newer Vmax SX or a Venture or something, and have that sick sounding 700 triple, probably the most reliable triple ever made. They don't make a ton of power, but good enough to be a rocket in that sled. So that's what I'm thinking, but I need you guys to let me know what you think. You can leave a comment below and let me know what you want for a project next. Outside of those two, I can literally do anything. I can, any sled, doesn't matter. That's just what I'm leaning towards for projects. Also, I need to invest a bunch of money into trying to open up a website so you guys can buy merch like t-shirts and stuff. I've always had t-shirts and toques and stuff for sale, but I've never given like an easy way for people to buy it. I always have to have people message me through my Facebook page. I know it's a pain for you guys. So I'm trying to get a new a website that you guys can go to and just buy shirts off a website, and it's all done through that, and it makes it easy for you guys. I have a few more shirts coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. More shirts, more toques. I'm trying to get stickers, trying to get all kinds of random stuff. So trust me, guys, I know that's not the news you wanted to hear, I'm aware, but I got a good offer on it, and you know, it was never really for sale. Like every time I would post a picture of this sled or a video or anything, this sled would pull more engagement from people than any other thing I've ever owned. Like everybody loves this sled. And every time, you know, over the last 3-4 years, whatever it's been, I would post anything about it. I would always get messages. Do you want to sell it? Do you want to sell it? I'd always consistently have people trying to buy this off me. And the answer was always no. But it just works better for me to have the money to invest in other projects and the website and the merch and stuff like that, and have another sled for next season that I can constantly have videos on, other than the Vmax sitting there that I can't do anything with. Like I said, I have no problems with that. If I had the space, the thing would be up on a shelf and I don't care. But I just don't have the space to have, you know, a bunch of sleds hanging around. Like this is all I got. I have this shed too, but that's also full. So, you know, it's my fault. I have too many things. But anyways, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about those two ideas I listed for project sleds. I'm open to anything, really, like I said, but those are the two I'm leaning towards. I like the Vmax 540 with the 700 triple in it. I think that'd be an awesome build. I even thought about putting a long track skid in it, like getting a Mountain Max Vmax, a newer one, like a 97, 98, 99, whatever. Mountain Max, and putting a long track skid in it, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep it fast, so keep the short track in it. But let me know, leave a comment below. And here's the last ride I have on the Vmax. I took this video before I knew I was selling it. So I wish I would have got a better video, but I got something. So enjoy the last ride on the Vmax. It's a short one, but it is what it is, guys. Sorry for the bad news, and only good news from here now. I wanted to start the year off with bad news, I guess, so that it can only get better, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm rambling a lot. Sorry about the Vmax. I know you're not going to like it, and have a good day. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Bye.
Hey, we're not going to go far because we don't have a lot of snow, but... You know what? Why don't we pop the headlight up? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Right back to a good idle. I think that's all I'm gonna drive this thing. This sled doesn't deserve to be driven in no snow. I actually feel terrible about it. This thing I don't know. It's weird driving this thing. I'm always like super cautious of everything. This thing's like way too nice to be screwing around and doing stupid stuff with, you know, no snow and whatnot. But first ride of the season, just a little loop. I know it's not a lot and you guys want to see more on this thing, but we literally lost all our snow yesterday. Like if I would have went out yesterday with this, it would have been great, but we're like losing everything. But all right.
Subscribe to the channel.